Snov.io's whole pitch is bundling, email finding, verification, and sending, all under one relatively flat price compared to buying three separate tools. The catch most Snov alternative searches eventually run into: credits don't mean one consistent thing across those three jobs, and the number that looked cheap on the pricing page rarely stays cheap once you've matched a plan to what your team actually needs every month. For Snov.io's own pricing page, there isn't one plan, there are five, climbing from $39 a month all the way to $738 a month before you've even added the separate LinkedIn automation line item. Starter gets you 1,000 credits for $39. Pro S gets you 5,000 credits for $99. Keep climbing, and Pro M, Pro L, and Ultra take you to $189, $369, and $738 respectively. That latter exists because Snov is trying to be several tools at once: a finder, a verifier, and a sender, and pricing all three together into a single monthly number means the plan that actually fits your real volume usually sits a rung higher than the one the homepage leads with. The entry price is real. It's just rarely the price a working team ends up paying once every job draws from the same pool. Here's the part that matters more than the sticker price. A Snov credit isn't a fixed unit. Finding an email can cost a credit. Verifying one you already have can cost another. Depending on the action, the same 5,000 credit plan can produce meaningfully fewer than 5,000 finished, verified contacts once you've spent some of that pool on verification instead of discovery. Quarvio skips that math entirely. You're buying 5,000 already verified contacts, full stop, with no internal accounting for what kind of credit you're spending on what kind of task, and no risk of discovering mid-month that half your pool went to verification instead of new names. Our own testing notes on international lists were specific about where Snov actually thins out. Outside English-speaking markets, coverage got noticeably thinner, fast, especially trying to build lists across the Middle East, Africa, and a chunk of Asia Pacific. That's not a knock on the product's core engine, which handles North America and Western Europe reasonably well and finds email patterns quickly there. It's a real limitation for anyone building an international list and assuming coverage is roughly even everywhere Snov claims to operate, when in practice it isn't close to even. 4 things worth knowing straight from Snov's own pricing page before you commit to a tier. First, credits cover both finding and verifying, so a single contact can draw down the pool twice depending on how you use it. Second, LinkedIn Automation is a separate $69 a month add-on per seat. It isn't bundled into any of the core plans. Third, unused monthly credits don't carry into the next billing cycle. The pool resets whether you spent it or not. Fourth, coverage thins meaningfully outside English-speaking markets, so a plan sized for volume doesn't guarantee that volume lands where you actually need it geographically. A 5,000 credit plan aimed at Southeast Asia won't behave like the same plan aimed at the United States. Run the direct comparison on 5,000 contacts. Snov's Pro S plan is $99 a month for 5,000 credits, but that's $99 every single month recurring for a pool that may not even yield 5,000 finished verified contacts once some credits go to verification instead of discovery. 12 months of Pro S is nearly $1,200 to keep that pool refilled all year every year you keep the plan active. Quarvio's price for 5,000 pre-verified contacts is $129 once, valid for 12 months from the day you buy it, no refill, no recurring charge, no ambiguity about what a contact cost you. To be fair to Snov, if your team genuinely uses the finder, the verifier, and the sender together every single month, bundling those 3 jobs into one login and one bill has real workflow value that a data-only vendor doesn't try to replace. It's specifically the assumption that 5,000 credits equals 5,000 clean, ready-to-send contacts where the math quietly breaks down. Our verdict: Snov is a reasonable all-in-one for teams actively using all 3 of its core functions monthly. For anyone whose actual need is a verified contact list, not a bundled workflow, the stack we run keeps that job separate and the pricing transparent. Quarvio supplies the verified contact, priced per contact instead of per ambiguous credit, instantly handles sending and warm-up. Inframail keeps the inboxes and authentication clean underneath. Aimfox runs LinkedIn in parallel. Know what a credit actually buys and where it's spent before you size a plan around it.